Alright, if you haven't read the board already, I'm training arms and shoulders. So most of these exercises you can do in the gym. Can't really do them at home, but there are some calisthenics that you can train, which I can make in another video. But yeah, let's just get started. Right, you know the drill. Start off with some dynamic stretches, just get the blood pumping into the areas where you need it the most. I'm just doing simple like shoulder dislocations with a resistance band, and then once the other stretches come up, I'll be able to explain them. If I'm purely honest with you, you'd probably want to stretch afterwards if you're going for like a 1 rep max or a new PR, whatever you feel like, because it's scientifically proven that if you were to stretch before your workout, it would affect your performance. So if you're trying to do anything big like that, or you're trying to have a big session, just stretch afterwards and you'll be all good. Alright, now over the head stretches, just pulling down the arm, stretching out the triceps, getting all that going on both sides, just to stretch it, get it all out. And then just really the same thing, but not over the head, just simple. So this should be just done at the end of the start of your workout. Alright, now lateral raises. You just want to have a tall posture, like a nice tall posture, keep it straight. You want your chest forward and your shoulders down, and you want to raise it kind of like an angle, like I'm doing here. Yeah. So you just want to keep that position remaining, like throughout the whole exercise. As you can see, my chest is forward, shoulders are down, and just all lifting up at an angle. So next, we've got the face pulls. You want to keep your rear delts isolated. You don't want to move them around too much. Just keep it still. And don't fully extend your arms. Like as you can see, I'm only bringing it back and like a little bit. I'm not fully bringing it back as much as I can, because if I were to do that, it wouldn't target the rear delts just as properly. So, just keep it isolated. Don't fully extend and you'll be right. Next, we have shoulder press. You want to keep your back straight. You don't want to arch it, because that can actually really do a number on your joints. You want to keep your core stable, flexed. Just keep it there in a position so it can actually stay still. And as you can see from the video, you're just pressing up, keeping your elbows try not to bend them out too much, because it can actually hurt. And keeping the position straight. Another variation is the barbell one. Pretty simple. It's just, if you use it with the Smith machine, you can have a whole lot more, it'll stay in its area, so you don't have to worry about free weight and range of motion and all that, so it'll be a whole lot easier. And as you can tell, I'm keeping my back straight, not bent down or anything, keeping the core stable, and just Now, with the seated overhead extension, all I can really tell you is to just keep your spine neutral. You want to sit in a proper form, a proper position, to not put any tension on your back and not make it hurt. So, just sit up normal. A lot of people find this exercise hard because it's lengthening your long head of your tricep, but it gives a whole lot more of a contraction, so it's a whole lot better. Now, tricep extensions train the lateral and the medial head of your tricep, so that's a good thing. And you want to keep your elbows fixed in a certain position, and you just want to keep a neutral spine. You don't want to bend forward or anything, unless you're doing it with proper form. But me, I just stand up, so if you want, you can just stand up straight and you'll be fine. With the tricep grip, you want to make sure you're no more than shoulder width apart, and lean into it, really contract the triceps, and it actually trains your chest a little bit, so it could be a really good push day exercise, but you can also do it with your arms and shoulders, because one of the main things is your triceps. Alright, with a wide grip curl, you mainly want to have shoulder width apart, but me, I've gone a little bit out more, but that doesn't matter. And you want to have your core tight, and you can squeeze your glutes as well, just to make sure you don't move. And you want to have your elbows tucked in as well, just to make sure everything stays in place, so you can have a proper contraction. Same thing really, it's just on cable with more tension. It's like a standard barbell curl, not a wide one. So it's almost the same thing, just less than shoulder width apart. and, you know, core tight, glute squeezed, and elbows tucked in. That's all you really need to know when it comes to bicep curls.
All I need. Took the ships from the sea and burnt them all, no retreat. It's kill or get eat and get buried with the seeds, but that makes me feel free.
Now, the cable hammer curl, it's pretty much a hammer curl, but it gets a whole lot more tension because it's on the cable. You just want to have your elbows tucked in and just chest out a little bit just to support your spine, and just keep a neutral position and just, yeah, shoot like a hammer curl, just go up and down. It's simple.
Every day like it's my last. Push the pedal to the gas, burn the fuel that I have. Start a fire, light a match. I ain't never looking back. So plant hard in your feet. There's no retreat. Burn the boats on the shore.
Now with the reverse curl, you want to use an easy bar so you can have a proper grip on it, and you want to keep your elbows a little bit fixated, not too tucked in. You know, you need some free movement, and make sure it's a weight that's comfortable, otherwise it can do a pretty big number on your wrist. But with proper form, you'll be fine. So if you know how to do it correctly, you'll be all good. And that is some of the exercises you can do in the gym for your arms and shoulders. There are a bunch more, a bunch more. I'll be posting other videos like chest and back and abs and all sorts of things momentarily. So stay tuned for that. Make yourself 1% better every day, and I'll see you next time.